Hello, friends. Welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today it's Saturday, October 18th. Whew. And it's bright and early. I couldn't sleep real well last night. I was a little shooken up before I went to bed. I had to dig a tick out of myself. Um, yeah, I'm 53, and until this year, I've never had a tick on me, and now I've had two of them on me this year. So, not sure what's going on. If Michigan's just getting more ticks, or what's going on. But yeah, this one though was embedded pretty good. I found it and had to dig it out, and slept pretty good for about 5 hours. And I just like somebody flipped the switch. So I thought I'd do a Saturday stagger day. I wanted to clean up this set of knives right here. It's folding hunters, or yeah, folding big folders. Wanted to clean them up for some shorts today. They're not totally nasty by any means, but just get them buffed up and lubed up a little bit so that they're prettier for when I put them on a short. And I just wanted to talk to you all some today. This has been heavy on my heart. Our friend Tom, Knife Delights, made a video yesterday that his video production would be down a little bit because his wife had a medical concern that put her in intensive care. And I might be out of line asking this. I don't believe I am. But Tom is a friend of mine. He's a friend of so many in this community. Please keep Tom and his wife and his family in your prayers, especially Mrs. Knife Delights. Pray for quick and speedy recovery and healing. Tom, if you for some reason happen to catch this, you probably won't because you have bigger things to fry and take care of. Know that you are loved, my friend. Even though your state's away, honestly, I am retired. If you need some type of help, let me know. I will figure out a way to get out there. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, my friend. Okay, with that being said, because I'm going to start tearing up because I can only imagine myself in that position, my wife in intensive care. So I'm stopping right there. Just please keep Tom and Mrs. Knife Delights in your prayers. Okay, got my gloves on so I don't, got my sunshine cloth. I'm going to do some polishing up here. Little talk, just share this stag and show this off and just have some good times here. And man, I tell you, these sunshine cloths are stinking magnificent pieces of material. They can just take something that's dull and scuzzy and they can really clean them up. And they work all the way till they're like worn through. I mean, their polishing does wear off slowly but surely because of the compounds no longer in there, but it's phenomenal, phenomenal how well they do. And for the money, they're not super expensive. I have found if you buy them in bulk, you can get them relatively inexpensively, but I don't know anybody that needs 100 of them. Maybe someday I'll try to maybe get a couple, 3, 4 YouTubers together and we'll do a bulk purchase and save a lot. And each of us will get, 15, 20 of them and we can give them out or whatever because, and also in bulk, they do not come with the tubes. So, that's something to think about, but you could always keep your tubes from the ones you already have because these things are phenomenal. I mean, they do just an amazing, amazing job. This is a whitetail cutlery piece. And yep, they're made in Pakistan, which doesn't hurt my feelings. They're still beautiful. I mean, still beautiful big pieces of stag, even if you don't like where the knife is made. You got to admit that's a good looking knife. Its build quality is good. And once I get this all boofed up, it's going to be even more beautiful or I got to stop trying to use big words. Doesn't work for me. Oh yeah, thank you all so much for all the kind words I got yesterday on my Fatwood Friday, where I got it lit right up from the nice kit that Pete sent me. Um, that was so you have no idea how happy that made me. And then to get all the kind words of, good job, Stan, and see, that's what keeps sticking with it. And, with Pete sending the stuff to get Pete Jersey Knife Guy. I'm sorry. I always assume everybody knows who I'm talking about. And if somebody stopped by that doesn't know the community that well or know that Jersey Knife Guy is Pete, uh, I apologize. And, that kit that Pete sent me, that was, man, that thing is sick. That is awesome. I am currently going to be trying to pay it forward some, and Pete's hooked me up, and get a little bit of money together. I am going to be sending out a kit to somebody else, because honestly, the type of person Pete is, I think that's the way he'd want it. He'd want you to say, hey, you've tried this out now, you know what he's talking about, and you pass it forward to one or two people, and then maybe by the time we're done, we'll have the whole community doing Fatwood Fridays. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Because I tell you, there's something rewarding about making a fire with primitive, ferrocerium rod and just some wood and stuff. There's this, at least for me, there's this something that just made me. Um, you're probably gonna think I'm weird, but there was a part of me that was like, huh, grog make fire. It was this it was just that deep down feeling of just feeling so good that I successfully figured it out, and that I could do it. Because like I was saying, or like I said in a couple of uh, comments I returned, people are like, Stan, failure's just getting better. And I was like, exactly right. I go, what would happen if, like, say this winter, I got a little cocky and decided, well, I'm going to go for like a 2 mile hike out and make a little fire with that wood. I get out there, and I'm going to make some ramen and, maybe a quick instant cup of coffee and warm up and then hike back. So, I go out 2 miles, get out there, getting ready to eat, and I'm hungry. I can't make a fire and I'm cold. Now, I don't want to say I'm screwed because I'd make it back my 2 miles, but it's not nearly as much fun, you know? It's not nearly as much fun as you were planning on having. Okay, look at that now. Oh, and look at that stag on this. This is the big one. Back file work on the back. Not perfectly centered, but this is a big boy. I'm gonna get a little oil in that pivot too. So I'm done boofing this one. Done boofing. You got to make sure it's properly boofed so that the boofing can continue properly. I do not know why I'm talking like this. I am very strange. Then I changed the way I was talking. Hey, you're the ones watching me. You guys know I'm weird. Get a little lube on that pivot and the spring too. See what we can do here. Working it in. Yeah, I might need to get some lube up in the. Okay, there. I think it's moving down now. And I gotta get some lube in this part too. This thing is drier than a bone. I'm just using some KPL lube. When I'm done with the short, I might actually stick this in. What am I trying to say? I gotta get it. Kleenex here. I made a little bit of a mess with the oil. I'm gonna have to stick this in probably in some mineral oil, give it a real good coating, and really get this lube, this pivot really, really going good. Man, yeah, now I see what's that spring. I don't know if you guys can see, but the back spring is just really, really crustaceous. But yeah, I just wanted to get out here, show this, spend a little bit of time being productive on two ways, for my shorts later and also for, getting some knives cleaned up, but also to get that word out there for Mr. Tom. You can tell he's he's dealing with some crap right now. He is and he is definitely a member of this community. So if I overstep my boundaries, I truly apologize. But like I said, I feel Mr. Tom is one of my better friends in this community, and he already put it out. So it's like not like I'm just, you know, going above and beyond and just deciding that I'm going to just put it out there to everybody. I just don't know if everybody had a chance to catch his video because with the way YouTube drops videos, who knows? Man, this thing's got a lot of gunk in the pivot. Probably, well, I can't just say that it's probably just because it's Pakistani, because man, I've had even American made knives with a ton of gunk in the pivot. I think sometimes it's the manufacturing process and they just don't get it fully cleaned up. Oh, man, I'm going to have to peen this blade. I am hitting the line there. Well, interesting. I'm going to have to peen this blade some. Yeah, I'm going to have to peen that blade. I'm going to have to peen it here to move it over. Well, that's how we learn. That was a good thing to learn before I, decide to use this for too much more, because I didn't want to put a good edge on it and then have it just get blown off because of the, man, this thing got some funky to gunkity in it, but it's better. So I'll do a last little touch up and then show it to you. But yeah, that's going to be in one of my shorts today. Oh, that time it closed up right. Okay. Maybe it was me putting pressure on. I didn't realize. So that's the big daddy one. Let's get the little daddy. Let's get this one polished up. You can see where she's starting at, or where it's starting at. It's asexual. It's not alive. So then again, the way the world is nowadays, is it he, she, we, they, them, us? I'm sorry. I'm going to stop right there. I don't want this to be a rant about that type of stuff. No, this is just fun, enjoying life, trying to use my time wisely. I'm up super early, so I want to, like I said, use my time wisely. That's something, especially as you get older, you start realizing that some of the things you did when you was younger and still do are not the wisest use of your time. I think, they say time goes faster as you get older, and I think that's because, at least for me, you become more aware of time. You start realizing that, you've now made it over the hump of your life, and you're on the downhill side of it, and it's like you start just thinking more about it and the things you've been wanting to do that you never did, and yeah, it makes you really think, because I was thinking the other day, I'd watched the program, I mean, a lot of people, like, I'm sure pretty much everybody here has seen the Bucket List with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. I'm getting dried up mouth. Hang on, I gotta get my Dr. Pepper Zero here. Sorry. My tongue was literally sticking to my mouth, to the roof of my mouth, when I was trying to say that. Oh, so, and how, when they discover that they got terminal cancer, the billionaire takes, the poorer guy, the more, average Joe, for around to do their bucket list. Um, that was a cool movie. But then, I think about that statement, like, if you knew today was the last day of your life, what would you do? How would you live if there's no boundaries to your potential? There is nobody there telling you couldn't not do it. If you were just to go and just go for it, and not be afraid of failure, just take the shot. And if you failed, you failed. And if you succeeded, you succeeded. And I tell you, I wish I would have lived my life more like that when I was younger. But the you have family, you have obligations, you have things that you have to do, and then you realize as you get older that all those things that you missed out on, that you probably, that now honestly, because of whether medical conditions or just plain age, your age, you're just physically not able to do that anymore. And you realize that, man, I should have done that when I was younger. I should have gave it the shot. I should have just, went for it. And I'm not saying be careless. I'm not saying be careless. It's just, you know, like I said, I think as you become older, you start to realize all the things that you have not done that you really, really wanted to do, but you just didn't for one reason or another. And yeah, I just I am so grateful that when I was younger, even though it was hard financially, that I took my family on multiple Disney trips. And I don't agree with everything. Actually, I don't agree with most things that Disney does, especially nowadays. But those memories are so amazing. No, I got a little bit of tarnish there. There it goes. I had to actually, sometimes because I can't feel my fingers, I gotta like move around to get my fingers to where I want them to be on something. I know it sounds stupid, but it's like my aim slightly off. Or, oh, excuse me, I apologize. The soda's getting to me. But I'm so grateful that I did that, because I have those memories now. Those memories of taking my daughter, my wife, my family. Well, the year my father-in-law and mother-in-law, that was our first time we ever went. They went too, and it was a fun time. And I'm especially grateful for that, now, considering that my father-in-law is not with us. I mean, there is, well, you could never do that the exact, because no matter what, that time will never come again. But just the fact that the father-in-law is gone, we can never make those memories with him, I guess. Like I said, you can never have the exact memories, because those were that one time, that one age. But we can never make those memories again. Man, you guys hear that snap to this one? This one has way less gunk in the trunk. Gunk in the trunk. Some people like gunk in the trunk. I don't know. Just ignore me. That's what I do. But oh man, this is just some beautiful stag here. I don't know how this today became such a. I just want to talk about stag and stuff, and then my whole idea changed, and I'm glad it did, because I'm hoping that there's somebody out there that's watched this, that realizing that, man, Stan's right. I can't just put my family's financial situation in the dumpster, but I can make some memories that I might never be able to make again. There we go. I want you guys to check out this action now. Here, let me. Oh, that is phenomenal. Like I said, I did get some gunk out of it, but nothing like I did the other one. That other one had gunk just come out of everywhere. But yeah, I'll put one last little polish on these two. I'll show them off. Then I'll get out of here. I never thought this was going to be a 20-minute video, but tis what it tis, says Stanley. Tis I. Show these two bad boys off, and let me know what you think. Do you think, even though they're Pakistani, they do appear to be made well? You know, do you think that they're decent knives? I tell you, I sure do. Try and get them to where. Uh, Trying to get a screenshot. There you go. I'll make a screenshot. Do you like them? I like them. I think they're beautiful. Look at these, man. Just absolutely cleaned up. Big old pieces of stag here. I am excited. Can't wait to make my shorts. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. Remember, be kind to one another. Live long. Boy Scouts, live long, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.